evening, friends. It is Ann coming to you on a Thursday evening. Welcome, welcome. Let me get everything on and running here. I apologize for running a little bit behind. I was setting up my hubby's dialysis machine and it took a little bit longer than I expected, so I apologize for that. Let's see if I can find those on my iPad because I have my phone turned around, so hopefully comments will work this evening and I might have to refresh them, so you have to bear with me on that. Let's see. All right, there we go. Whew. Let me put my apron on real quick because we're going to be staining our board and I don't want to get nothing on here. For those of you that are new, hello, Miss Sherry. I've been praying, my girl. That's just, I don't even know. That's just sad. For those of you that are new to me, I am Ann. My page is Whimsically Knotted. And if you are new, then I welcome you to the Whimsy Bunch. That's what I call us. I call us the Whimsy Bunch. So, welcome, welcome. We are going to be creating on the back side of this one. We made this one Monday. And I've got a customer that is interested in this one. And she wanted something summer on the back side. She is going to give that as a gift. And she likes her recipient likes red and blue, so I am gonna do a combination of different things. I am going to use two different stencils from Essential Stencil. I'm going to use several different transfers. I have posted the link to the new transfers that are coming out tomorrow for pre-order. If you have not seen them, it is sneak peeking today, and they'll be live tomorrow. They are fun. There are so many different ones in there. They've got like two gingham patterns, two different colors or two different styles. Anyway, gingham pattern. They've got puppies and dogs, patriotic dogs. They've got florals. Shoot. I could even think there's 4 different sets. I'm going to use a Harbor Freight sponge. I use these 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 that side. 4 times on that side, and then I'll get rid of them. I using, this is a solid, I think. Yeah, solid white wood stain from Min Wax, which is water-based stain. Thank you, Sherry. And if I don't turn you down, you ain't gonna see nothing, right? There we go. Hopefully that works. Hopefully you'll be able to see. So we're just gonna stain this up real quick. And again, this is gonna be, I'm gonna make sure I do not transfer any paint to the back side of this project. So I've got to check my fingers that I am not making a mess on the other side. I am staining over top of the little wire here, and I'm probably gonna take a paintbrush and go underneath the wire to get that, because I am not taking that wire out. I've already curled it all up and everything so I could show it. So I am not gonna take that back out. I'm just leaving it on there. And stain is very easy to put on. It covers really well. It dries fast. I've got to make sure I'm not transferring anything. Like I said, I am going to take a brush and go around the edge right there where the wire is, and I will show you that here in just a moment. Dip into my can. I always offload on the lid of my can. Yep, they are not refreshing. Comments are not refreshing. So I will have to refresh in between to see your comments. So bear with me. If you're new to me, let me know you're new here. If you would like to receive notifications, exclamation mark notify. If notifications are not working, it might be due because they've done an update. So you can recheck and make sure that if they have done an update that all your settings are still the same, because sometimes when they do an update, it goes away. The settings you had go away, and that might be why some of your favorite creators and crafters you don't see, because they did not keep your settings. So always check if you don't receive notification, if that is the case. And just refresh your notifications periodically. And that way you're always in the know of who's going live and what's happening. You could probably see I got a couple of little bubbly things on there. That is from a little sponge. It is falling off, but I can real quick get rid of this when this is dry, so that is not a problem. I'm going to dry this real quick and do another small little coat. Need time to refresh. Hello, Miss Donna. Hello, hello, friends. If you're watching the replay, please hashtag replay. And let me give you a big, huge thanks for sprinkling, for commenting. I've reached my 1,000 followers, and I am so excited that you ladies have sprinkled this out, showed up all the time, and supported me in various different ways. And I am so grateful for this creative community, for all of you, and for your kindness and encouragement. And you guys mean the world to me, and I wouldn't be here doing this without you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna get this all covered, and like I said, I am gonna take a little brush to add and we are going to use transfer, so we're going to make sure that this is completely dry, because transfers need a dry, lint-free, wax-free, oil-free, grease-free, lotion-free surface. So if you have, for instance, a piece of glass that you would like to put a transfer on, make sure that you clean it with some alcohol. Same with metal, whether it is galvanized or any kind of metal. Just make sure that you go over it with some rubbing alcohol and just clean it off. I'll look and see. Yep, I think that's good. Oh, I was going to do the edge. The rubbing alcohol will clean your surface really good. And then on wood or other materials, just make sure if you've had lotion on your hands that you sand that off, or use like a wipe and wipe that back. I'm just going to take this and to go in right here and just get in right here and get that done. And the edge, I probably, I think for the most part it is stained and done, so I don't really have to do anything on the edges. I've done that when I've done the first go round. And again, this is Minwax water-based stain. I'll get it mine at Lowe's. Sherwin-Williams also has it, and I believe Menards carries it, and maybe True Value. We don't have a Menards here. I just know from other creators that they had said that before. I'm going to dry this one more time, and then I'm going to sand it a little bit. And again, you don't want to apply wax to your surface and then try to apply a transfer. I'm going to make sure that this is good and dry. I'm holding my transfers down because they were flying away over there. We are going to use one of the Patriotic stencils out of the new collection. And I have linked the... Oh, that's my 81. I don't want my 81. There's my 120. I have linked the new transfer that are coming out tomorrow. I have linked the Patriotic one that I am using. And I will go back and link the other one that I'm using. I ran out of time to link that one, so I apologize for that. I just had a little brown spot from either the stain or from something else. So this is just a plain white canvas now for us. Let's see, do I need to go this way? I'm waiting for the camera to adjust. I think I might have turned it in the wrong direction. There's a big lag on the... I'm trying to figure out which way I gotta go. I will get it in the camera here in just a moment. It's just such a big delay. I'll fix it here in a moment. Let me show you which one we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Home Sweet Home since 1776. And we're going to be using this part out of it. And Essential Stencil has put their mark on here, their brand. So now you know which one is up. And we're going to put this down on here. And this is made for a 16-inch round, so I can see it has a real fine line right here. So I can see if I got this lined up. Plus, it is 16 inches, so it goes from edge to edge. And down here, I am lined up. So now all I got to do is tape it. Thanks, Miss Bonnie. I'm so excited. And it's all because of you guys. You guys have been so amazing. And I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to tape it. That way I know I'm not going to mess up anything. especially on the edge right here. Right here, I can use a little backer board. I say that, where are my backer boards? Isn't it just like it when you're looking for something, you can never find it? Yeah, we'll just use a piece. Oh, there's, let me just use that. I've cleaned up some stuff and now I can't find anything. Oh, my backer board's up here. See, I've got new things and I move things around. I can't find nothing. The other stencil that I have not linked, but I will link, is this one, Hello Summer. And that is going to go on the top. But right now, I am going to use Twilight for my bluish color and Santa Red for my red. Yes, not all of them are marked yet, but, oh, another thing I just noticed, an important thing. Don't do like me, get all excited and start working. Because if you will look, this is my middle right here. And this would be crooked on here because I wasn't paying any attention. So let me fix that real quick. Because I don't want this to be like I'm just eyeballing. My middle is about right there. Yeah, that's pretty good. So you still, even though they got the marks on there and you know where to lay it, you're still going to have to be somewhat straight on your project. That looks much better. And with all the things we're putting on here, it is okay. All right, I'm going to do blue, red, blue, and you guys will see in a moment why I am doing it opposite than what it is on the picture. Because on the picture, they have it red, blue, red. I am not using the stars. I'm just trying to show you that you can use a stencil in different ways than what it is intended for. And you could use this with the Home Sweet Home and not make it patriotic or use other elements of stencils and transfers. So I'm just trying to inspire you to use your stencils in many ways. Yes, thank you. And I know you guys sometimes scream at me and say, no, not that way. It's the wrong way. And I don't hear you. I wish comments would stay up and scroll. That's why a lot of creators have their camera not backwards anymore like I have mine. They rather be able to see comments and interact than having to try to figure out. This is the brush set from Essential Stencil. There's a half, 5/8, 3/4, and 7/8 on there. And this one just happened to be a free gift or something. So keep your eyes open. You might sometimes be able to catch a free gift here or there, because they are very generous and kind in giving out things. So every weekday, Essential Stencil goes live at 7 Central, and see, blue, red. And they have brand ambassadors that go live every weekday. And they give away 3 sets of gift cards. So if you follow them and you comment, you might just get a gift card. If your white is not completely dry, then your red will turn pink. And we hope it will not turn pink, because we just want it red. A lot of times I brush from the outsides in, especially on such a big surface like this. And you notice I'm using my bigger brush, because you know that I prefer my smaller brushes. If you're afraid that you're gonna go over, just lay a little backer board down, and that way you don't have to worry about it. Or like I did here, you can tape it down. And I know this looks really bright now, but trust the process. You will see the vision here in a moment. It won't take long. Do you see how much paint is still in this brush? I'm going to dry it and go back over it again. Hey Marilyn, how are you? Yes, I always have brushes in stock. Matter of fact, when I was cleaning up the other day, well, the other way, a month, I found some that I didn't know I had. I had stashed them and didn't know I had stashed them. So I had brushes I didn't know nothing about. That's always good. They also make great gifts. You can use essential stencil things, like transfers and different kinds of the brushes, because they got the dome brushes for small detailed areas. Those make great gifts to a creator, to a crafter. You can combine them with a small stencil and some transfers and make a perfect gift. And honestly, Mother's Day is coming up, and I know our moms have pretty much everything and anything. And a lot of times, all they want is just some time. You could make a little craft box. You can get like a 8x10 canvas board that you could put in a frame. Get some stencils. Get some brushes and transfers. Transfers are easy to do. And just make a little gift box and then sit together and put that together. Have time together with your mom. And make something fun together that you both will remember. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't matter if it is perfectly straight or has no bleed. What matters is the time that you spend together creating. So that is one thing, that if you have someone that's got everything and you're like, what can I get them? That is a good way to give a gift. I just got to wipe out, so I'm going to put my brush in it. So keep that in mind for your crafty friends, or if you just want to create something with your mom or your sister or cousin, best friend. Now we're going to do the blue. And this is Twilight. That's a pretty color. And I picked this one based on the colors of the transfers. Again, I loaded the brush up way too much. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to work it into my brush. You can swirl it, you can rub it back and forth. You still have a lot of paint, even on the edges. I float it, and I float the edges. Since we have big surfaces, we don't really need to offload too much. We can come in here and then go to the edges. And I'm going from the outside edge to the inside. So think outside the box on what you can use this stencil for, other than the bunting for 4th of July. I just thought it made a really cute background. I thought it was a really cool idea. I mean, when I was getting things for my mom, I'm like, I was running out of ideas because she had everything. She didn't need anything. And sometimes, and I've got to think, I was, you know, more or less a teenager, because there's such a big age difference. And, you know, she had everything and she didn't need anything. And some of the things that I got, she just put up because she wasn't using it. And I'm like, well, what can I get her? You know, so creative time is probably something that they will appreciate a whole lot. So if you have some time to spend and get some creative things together, and it doesn't have to be, you know, the best of the best. It is about spending the time together. It is not about having a Picasso, Rembrandt, or Van Gogh painting at the end. Some laughter, some fun, some enjoyment. I'm just gonna go from the outside in. I like the color combination. That looks pretty good. I'm holding this down because this is on that edge of that round and I don't want it to come up on me, so I keep holding it down. I'm just going to dance through the middle right now because I don't have much paint left on my brush, so I'm just going to dance it across here. Do you see how much is still left in here? Going to the offload pile, picking up a little bit more. I always try to offload in between so I won't forget. Another tip I've told you before, if you're new to stenciling, when you lift your finger up, put your other one down so you don't lift the whole stencil up by accident and move it. Because sometimes your fingers get sticky from the paint or sweat, lotion, what have you, and you don't want to accidentally lift your stencil up and end up with a mess. Now I'm going to go back up here, and this is dry by now, so I can swirl over it. I will not lift my paint. If you don't wait until your paint is dry, then all you're going to do is lift your paint off your project. So you're going to have to wait until it is dry. That's why I dry in between. It helps with putting your second coat on. And I've got my fingers spread out so I can hold both sides down. I hope you like my idea on this summer door hanger. Like I said, we are gonna add several transfers to this. Still holding on. You don't want nothing to happen. Push this up a little bit so I can get to this down here a little bit better. This is a really cool color. I very seldom use this color, but it is really pretty. It's almost like a periwinkle color. What do you guys think? You guys are quiet this evening. Are you eating supper? We ate out to eat after our doctor's appointment, and from picking up Bristol, we went to eat lunch, and for supper we just had quick beans and meatballs, and I actually put some barbecue sauce in my beans and on my meatballs and mixed it all up, and it really was good. It's just a very quick little meal, nothing spectacular. See, I think this all looks good. Alright, put that in now. Make sure I have no paint on here. Looks good to me. And when you take your tape off, you only have that little bit holding it on. So when you rip your tape off, be careful that you do not rip that edge apart. I'm going to dry it and then I'm going to sand it down. You prepping resin pieces. I want to see pictures. I admire you for being able to do those. I don't know. I don't know if I was impatient. I don't know. I just couldn't get the hang of it. This is what we have so far. That blue is blue. That's pretty cool. All right, on the top, we are going to do Hello Summer. I am not going to do the bees. There will be no bees involved, at least not in stencil form. And right here, I'm gonna have to lay it down because I've got the that part, but I am gonna move it up a little bit more. Like that. tape it down really good. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but right here it is laying up because of the wire, so I'm going to have to hold that down. And now you're going to think I've lost my everlasting mind, because that I'm going to do in lush green. And you'll be like, that does not go together whatsoever. Trust the process, people. Oh, I know it'll take a while. Not wine. Oh boy. I'm thinking talking is not my strong suit this evening. Hey. Not wine, definitely not wine. Alright, I am using my favorite 5/8. I could use a bigger one, but I'm just going to stick with my favorite. And I'm going to use my little backer board to go around the bees. Yeah, forgive my talking this evening. Didn't sleep good the other night, not last night, the night before. Our dog was, I don't know, he was being special. I'm not sure what was going on with him. Don't know what that was, but we don't want it on here. Not sure what that was. So I'm going to hold this down because of the rays from the hangers. I couldn't spit it out. Brain freeze. Doing one light coat, and then I'm going to go back over it. Sometimes I'll just put my fingers over top of the bees. So has anybody took a peek at the new collection yet? The transfers, like I said, there's 4 sets. And they are cute. They're really, really cute. I am going to take this all the way out to the end. Reload my brush. Make sure you hop on this evening and check out, what is today? Today is Thursday. Today, this evening should be Miss Tammy. Oh, I just colored my bee. Sometimes taping off is your best friend. Obviously, I didn't listen to my own advice, but I will show you how to get rid of that. Sometimes things happen for a reason. If you are new to me, just let me know in the comments that you're new. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, I would love to welcome you to the Whimsy Bunch. Say thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom. That way the top can go ahead and dry. Cindy is filling in for Tammy. I knew at one point she would, but I couldn't remember when. That's exciting. The Patriotic puppy transfers. Yeah, I think they are cute. There's nothing cuter than a little puppy in patriotic outfit. Or holding the little flag. I know you guys are like, these colors don't match up. And honestly, right now I'm like, was that really a good idea to use this color? It's going to come together, I promise. Sometimes I wonder about my color choices, honestly. But when you see the transfers, you're going to know why. I am not sure if the transfer set that I'm using is available, one of them. But it just gives you an idea so you can use other transfers. You don't have to have the same one. And one of them is a Patriotic transfer, but we're going to use it as a summer transfer. Because to me, it can be summer as well. Have to hold this back down because of the rays from the wire, and be careful, there's a little tiny bridge right there on the R, so we have to be a little bit more careful. Now that the top is dry, I can go back over this and make it nice and smooth and crisp. Try not to go over the B's or the dotted lines. And then we can come down here because now this is dry as well. Offload, offload, offload. I haven't really looked really good at the gingham pattern, but I think that is going to be really cool for, you know, like a picnic table or a background where you're going to add something else to. So I think that'd be cool. Can't remember. I want to say it was a red and green or orange and green, maybe. Maybe it was red and green. I don't know. Red and blue. Sometimes I stipple, if I see that something is not covering very well, it might be that my brush is not good or that I clean it out good. You can stipple and it will give you a texture. So that is kind of fun to do because it'll make it look like grass. So that was an option. Sometimes I offload my brush too much and I end up just pulling my paint. I'm very frugal, so sometimes I just have it too dry and that just pulls. And also depends sometimes on the background, what kind of surface you have, how it takes the paint. And always apply it in layers, then one big wet paint, because it is better if you do it in layers. And some colors don't cover as good as others. I have a color wheel that I got from Amazon. Mine is broke. I need to order me a new one right here. And it is so handy. I have used that color wheel so much to find complementary colors or opposites, what works, what's adjacent, what colors look really good together. And it helps a lot to make color choices. I'm going to stipple a little bit because I like that effect. Gives it a little texture, a little something different. And sometimes in here, it is my light playing tricks on me where I think I don't have enough paint. And I look and I'm like, well, there's plenty of paint on there. I think we are good. Oh, I love that. That looks good. And that's my little boo-boo where I had the bee. And that little bee. One way you can do it, if it is still fresh, you can put a little bit of water or spit on your Q-tip. And make sure it's clean water. Don't use your brush water. And then sometimes you can just come back over with your white. That brush was already too dry. There we go. We got it covered up. That's what we have so far. Looking kind of strange. I am going to make sure this is dry. If there is anything that you want to check out at Essential Stencil, whether you get in the bundle, whether you get in singles, stencils, brushes, whatever, you can use my code WK21 and it will save you at checkout some money. You can also use my link. That also will help me out, and I would appreciate that. If you have a gift card or You cannot use it with another coat, but if you have points, for instance, you can use that, and then you can use my code, which will also help me out. And I appreciate that. That helps me to bring you things every week, new things, and get my creative juices flowing. Here are the transfers I am using. I am using part out of the All-American Blossoms. I'm using some bees out of the Honeybee. And I'm using some butterflies out of the Wings of Wonder. The Wings of Wonder, I don't know if they're still available. And the All-American Blossoms, I don't think are available anymore. But you can find something similar. This is just to give you an idea on what you can do. And some of us have these laying around. And now you know where I picked this color from. Do you see that blue in the flowers? Look how good that matches up. My jar is going to go all the way down to the bottom. Make sure I got this laying straight. And then I've got some extra pieces that I cut out. That will go in here. I'm just laying this out to see where I want to put these. I think that looks good. I just wanted to fill out that jar. And now I'm going to try to remember where this one is laying. It is going to butt up right here, and it's going to come across most of the red. I'm going to start with this one. And if it is not exactly right, then we're just gonna add some things to it. And this one, we're gonna lay this one down first. I'm gonna mark my spot right here. And it's gonna come out right there by the bee. Transfers have three parts. They got the backer board with the shiny side that the transfer sits on. And they have the painted side, which is your design. When you pick that up, don't touch the painted side. Only touch where there is no design, because it will come off your finger, in your hand, or whatever you are laying it on. If you need to lay it back down, make sure you lay it on the shiny side. So is this coming together now? Do you see my color choices? Uh-oh, I don't see any more comments. You ladies still here? Does anybody have these stencils? Transfers. And if you would sprinkle this out, sprinkle out the whimsy so that others can join in the stenciling fun and all the creation and thrifting and all the things that we do around here. Our soul-filled Saturdays. I would love for others to find us. So if you don't mind sprinkling it out, that will be awesome. I am just going to take this and rub it in. And you see how beautiful that looks together now? I'm glad you guys are still there. I just wish I could see comments without having to refresh all the time. So, Miss Bonnie, have you gone to the restaurant yet? You know you're going to have to eat a little extra for me, right? We found out that there is a restaurant in Albemarle that serves the same style. I'm sure it is nothing like it. Is not as good. The seafood boil that we had there at Bow Bridges or Bro Bridges, but we're gonna try it and see because we just love that so much. It was so good. So we're gonna try it out. I want to see if it is as good, or at least somewhat good. That was fun. And Sherry, if I would have known that I was so close to you, I would have stopped and said, hey, we could have met. I didn't realize that you were that close. Because when I went to that creative reunion retreat, crafting retreat, I can't even talk. I was in Ruston, Louisiana. Got a little piece of green that is not wanting to transfer, so I had to lay it back down and rub it really good, and it finally released. Sometimes you just have to lay it back down, and sometimes I use my fingernail. Alright, let's see how we're looking here. I think that one is going to be a little bit outside of the jar. It might make it. That one is going to be fine because it's going under that flower. Now we're just going to have to tug this one in. Tuck that one in right there. I think that will be fine. Make sure that my jar is semi-straight. Yep, that one will be fine right there. Okay, that one will have to lay right there. And if you're new to transfers, you peel the backer board back and you hold on to the parts that are not colored. You peel it off and you can hold it where there is no design. So leave you enough room to hold this. Then you hover over top on where you want it. And lay it down. Once it touches, you are not going to be able to pick that back up again. It will transfer. Sometimes you're lucky and it will right across the river. See, I didn't know that. Now you see the color choice. Oh, it was so delicious. Are they not open like for lunch? Are they only open for supper? So that means I gotta come so we can go out? Is that what you're saying? And then we can ask Sherry to meet us too? I wish I wouldn't live so far away. But I think if I would tell my husband, let's go back to Louisiana, he'll say, or Mississippi, he'll say, yeah. When? He really enjoyed the trip. He really did. See, I cannot pick this up. Well, I just picked it up. If you cannot pick up your design, use a piece of tape and lift it up. But it just released. Just use a little tape. Would like to come from this side in. Well, I cannot get it lifted up. Maybe because I have two pieces of tape here. There we go. I can't grab it. It kept falling down before I could grab it with my fingers. And these tools are also available from Essential Stencil to burnish your transfers down. I love these. They also have a pink set. I don't know if they still carry it, that they had brought out for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And this one is in. And now the big one. Again, hold it where there is no design. Peel it off all at one time. Then hold it to where you can hold it comfortably. Let me get this over here. And now we're going to try to place this on here. And make it look like it was all meant to be. I hope it's straight. Too late now, right? It's down. And by putting this mason jar all the way to the bottom, I did not interfere with the designs up here, and I don't have to ground it. It is sitting on the ground. But I saw that mason jar is perfect addition for summer. And yes, you can put transfers over transfers, and you can put stencils over transfers and transfers over stencils. I'm going to see if I can talk my hubby into going this weekend and to get the seafood broil. Is it boil or broil? Boil, right? Seafood boil. That's so delicious. Oh, and don't forget, you can use my code WK21. If you forget what the code is, do !code or !ES, and it will get you to the essential stencil. And !code will give you my code for essential stencil. And then again, like I said before, if you want to be notified that I've gone live, you can do !notify. That will help to notify you. That way you won't miss a thing from this crazy German lady. Almost there. We're just going to have a couple of more things. I know I'm going over, but I was always also a little late. Just make sure you get all the little leaves and edges of the blooms. Said sometimes I use my finger to rub it in, my fingernail. And again, this one was a custom order or customer order. She just wanted something summery on the other side and something with red and blue. And that way they can hang it for Patriotic, and then they can switch it around for summer and switch it back around for Patriotic. They have lots of options. It can last for several months during the year, because Patriotic, you have Memorial Day, Flag Day, Military Appreciation Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, of course, Independence Day. What other holidays did I miss? I said Veterans Day. Well, Veterans Day is in November. So you've got May, July, November. I want to say Military Appreciation Day is in May, and I cannot remember when Flag Day is. Labor Day is September. Let me hold this up real quick. What do you guys think? Now you know why I picked the green. I think that looks pretty cool. I've got some little butterflies. that I'm picking up some of the colors from down here. I'm just going to add a little red rose down here that kind of has fallen off, a little white flower. Let's see. I've got another little butterfly up here. A little bumblebee. Got a little bee. It's gonna sit on the flower here. Now we got a little bee down here. I'll put her on that flower, or him. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, those are on. Sometimes with these, I'll just use my finger. So it's easier. I will seal this with polyacrylic. I do it at least twice, once in one direction and then the second time in a different direction. Don't want to cover up the mason. It's going to go around a little bit. So let me know what you think about the project so far. And these flowers mimic the ones that are in the jar itself. Thank you for the stars, the thumbs up, the comments. You guys are amazing. You can also use a popsicle stick. Popsicle stick works well as too. We'll get our little bee. Sometimes these little things take longer than expected. I didn't think it was going to take it. It's not hard. And I'll hold it up here in just a second and show you. don't know if I want to put him. I think I might put him right here. Alright, shall we put him right here, or shall we put him on the blue? He'll get lost a little bit. I think I'm going to stick him right here. What do you guys think? Oh, thank you, Marilyn. Guess not. What? Nope, I did not have another greenery. Sorry. He's just gonna buzz right here because he gets lost on the blue. Little guy. I love these butterflies and the insects flying around. The bumblebee and the bees. I mean, that is summer. If I had some ants on here. Well, that's definitely summer. We're almost there, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to hurry and not amputate any antennas, not antlers. Gosh, told you I shouldn't be talking tonight. Don't know why I said antlers. I like that butterfly up here, the one that I'm doing right now. I think that one is beautiful. I used to have a lot of butterfly bushes in my yard, and they were covered with beautiful butterflies. The big yellow ones, and they're like dark brown, almost black. Those big yellow ones, they are gorgeous. I don't know what they're called. I used to be better at knowing things like that. Just a reminder, the new transfer set from Essential Stencil, Patriotic transfer set, is going live tomorrow. It is in stock and ready to ship. The bundle is discounted 20%. They're individually available, and on the individual ones, the more you buy, the more you save. My code WK21 saves you an additional 10% on anything that is on sale. And it saves you 10% altogether. So use a code. I am going to go around the edge and darken the edge. I'm probably going to use green. What do you guys think? Let's see if my green is... That way we'll frame it out. And it will all fit together really good. I'll hold it up one more time here in just a second. Yesterday was Earth Day, so doing this in green just fits really well with Earth Day. Remember, check out what Miss Cindy Berry is creating this evening over on the Essential Stencil page. She will be on in 9 minutes. Make sure you visit with her. And thanks for hanging out with me on Sunday when I went live in the group, in the Stencil Soul Sisters group. I'm just adding a little bit of green here and there, just to bring everything together. That way it does not look like pure white. Oh yeah, I like that. What do you guys think? I hope the camera is picking it up really good. Thank you, ladies. And see, we used a 4th of July stencil and paired it with a summer stencil, and it turned out beautiful. I just think it does remind you a little bit of, the 4th of July, but then you have the summer part and the flowers that remind you of summer, especially with the mason jar sitting on the porch. I just think it turned out good. You guys, let's do our blessing real quick. You guys know I always do that at the end. 1 Chronicles 16:11. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually. 1 Chronicles 16:11. Keep trying. Keep praying. Stay positive. Keep believing. I know somebody needed to hear this today. There we go. Somebody needed this. You guys be blessed. Have an amazing evening. Check out what Miss Cindy is bringing this evening. And if you have any questions, post it. Let me know. And you have a blessed evening. And I'm going to turn you down so you can see this beautiful round. And then I will see you on the Essential Stencil page in just a little bit.